So, I heard that you wanna grind through Endgame as a filthy casual. You just want an easy to use build that can destroy your enemies. Well, I got something right here for you. Okay, but for real though, let me honestly say that the build I'm gonna show you will make the game boring in my opinion. This build is totally good in terms of survivability, and I would say that it is an easy to use build. Also, this build will not make the grind any easier. It will make defeating some monsters easier, but the grind will still be present. Obviously, to reduce the grindy bit of endgame, you're gonna need endgame gear, which kinda sucks, unless you're some kind of speedrunner. Either way, since you're asking for a build, here's my recommendation that might be able to make your fights and the grind a bit easier. Back when people were making broken builds, the number one thing I saw for messing up monsters is what I like to call the sticky slugger build. This makes use of the sticky ammo for bow guns. Now, for people that don't know, sticky ammo has the ability to KO monsters, meaning that you can knock out monsters and do massive damage while they're struggling to get back up. This build also makes use of the Slugger skill, which, if you haven't already read, Slugger will make it easier to stun monsters. So when you combine sticky ammo with Slugger, then the monster will get stunned like crazy, especially if you're able to have Slugger at level 5. However, there are some monsters that have a much higher threshold for them to get KO'd. This means that this build will not work with every monster. It will work on the majority of monsters, but there are some where it would take a lot of shots for them to get stunned. There's a few ways to create this kind of build. You can either use Frostfang Barroth, Diablos, or Black Diablos armor pieces. Remember that you have to equip 3 pieces of either armor to get the Slugger secret skill, to get Slugger level 5. As an example, if I was using the Frostfang gear, I would equip the Alpha Ram braces and greaves, and either the helm or mail from the beta line, because either one will activate Slugger's secret, and you have level 4 deco slots available. Also, the Van braces and greaves already offer the Slugger skill at max level. Here's what I did for this build. Firstly, the razor sharp charm is quite important because it lets you fire shots with the chance of it not using ammo, which just means that you can sometimes fire more than the shots that you have available. I remember that there's a side quest for specifically getting this charm, and it's the only way to get it. Be sure to search it up. Just type in the charm name and I'm sure you'll find it. You can get the razor sharp skill by using Naga Kuga armor, but I would only use this at a lower level because the armor is not that great. I then use Regen Bracket Dios Helm for its built-in weakness exploit, and it comes with level 4 deco slots. The other armor piece is Regen Raijang's belt, just for the maximum might skill, and again the deco slots. These pieces of armor can always be interchangeable, so if you don't have the materials to create these pieces, then it's completely fine. Use whatever you can and just choose an armor piece that would be better, especially when the decorations that I've used might change with how you choose the right armor piece. Here's the decorations I've used. Majority of them have guard and free elam/ammo up. The free elam/ammo up is just to expand the clip size because sticky ammo always uses a low clip size, so this skill extends that clip. As for guard, for you people that have never touched a heavy bowgun, you can modify the bowgun to have a shield. With the shield, you can block most attacks, but not every attack. To block an attack, you just have to face the monster and not do anything. If you shoot or reload and the monster is attacking, then you will get hit. The shield will not completely block attacks, meaning that monsters' attacks will chip through your health, so be careful when using the shield. Making the guard skill the highest possible level will improve the shield's ability to reduce damage taken from attacks. As for the other decorations, it's really up to you. I just went with more weakness exploit and added on critical iron boost. Speaking about the bowgun, I am once again using Regen Raijang's heavy bowgun. Again, you really don't need to use this weapon, but out of all the other heavy bowguns that use sticky ammo free, this is probably the best one. The reason why is because the reload speed for using sticky free is slow, whereas the others are very slow. You can modify the bowgun to increase the reload speed, but I would prefer to have recoil suppressors. What this mod does is, as it says, it will reduce the recoil of the ammo. which is really helpful for firing shots without having to wait for your character to recover from that shot. So as you can see, my bowgun here is just stacked with those suppressors and a shield. I know that Regen is extremely annoying to fight, so instead of using that monster's heavy bowgun, you could compensate with Velkhana's heavy bowgun. I would slap on the same mods as well because of that recoil. The only problem about this bowgun is the reload speed. When it comes to using the heavy bowgun, you have to make sure that you have the right items in your pouch, because without it, you will run out of ammo really quickly. As I've explained in this video, which I'll leave a link down in the description box below, you need to set up your item pouch for sticky ammo. As you can see, I have sticky ammo ready along with the materials needed to build more if I run out. The radial menu is also customized so that I can easily craft more ammo on the fly without having to go into the crafting menu. On top of all this, you have to make sure that the sticky ammo hits the head of the monster so it can get KO'd from the explosions. I suppose you can hit other parts of the monster's body with the sticky ammo, but just to be on the safe side, aim for the head. Oh, also be sure to go back to a campsite to replant sticky ammo materials, because you will run out of ammo if you keep chasing down the monster. Additionally, I also use cluster bombs for more damage, but you don't really need this. By the way, if you don't have the materials to create sticky ammo, I'm sure that you can just go to the provisions vendor to buy sticky ammo over there. Granted that you're not broke. The only way I see someone dying from this build, which is something that I've done, is to mess up the timing of shooting a monster while it is attacking. Or if you completely forget about your health bar being chipped away. Or when you're too busy looking at the ammo you're crafting. Man, I hate crafting when I'm in mid-battle. You can also use a light bowgun if you don't like the chunky heavy bowgun. But I don't really know which bowgun would be a perfect fit for sticky ammo free. I use Shara's light bowgun for sticky free, and it seems fine. I'm sure someone else might have a better suggestion, so I'll leave it up to them to drop it down in the comments below. Also, there's no shield to protect you when using light bowguns, so you gotta be extra careful. Another version of this build is to use spread ammo instead of sticky. The heavy bowgun that I would use for spread ammo is the Zenogre one, but another alternative would be Nergigantes. For these bowguns, I would fit in the close range mods along with the shield, because spread ammo works best when you're up close with the monster. Plus, with the shield mod on, you're not gonna need to worry about getting destroyed by the monster. Only until the monster's chipped away your health, or you, again, accidentally take a shot when the monster is attacking. To make the bowgun even better, if you can, augment the weapon so that it can have health regen. This makes the bowgun to be able to recover your health when you lay some shots into the monster. It only gives you a little bit back, but it can be pretty helpful. There's one thing that I like to do with this health regen. I use Rocksteady Mantle on the health booster, and then use the Wyvern Heart. Doing this will let you fire the Wyvern Heart without being scared about getting knocked down by the monster, and you're healing on top of, shooting the Wyvern Heart. Unless the monster does massive damage to you or grabs you, then you're basically fine. As for the armor build for spread shot, all you really need is razor sharp spare shot and guard. Having 3 elam/ammo up is good as well. It's not a must-have, but having it on would be pretty good. Weakness exploit would be another bonus, especially when I mostly aim for the head of the monster, which is something that I should point out when it comes to using the spread shot. If you ever see a chance to grapple, be sure to aim for the head and attack. Doing this will soften the head, allowing you to easily lay crit hits straight to their face, meaning more damage. The only sad thing about this build though, is that you won't be stunning the monster like crazy compared to the sticky ammo build. That's pretty much it for my easy to use build. Let me just warn you, in my opinion, it is very boring to use this setup. I swear, I might have fallen asleep using this, but at least you can destroy monsters with it. Also, these two setups might not work against all monsters. I can see a couple monsters where they will just completely ignore the sticky ammo, but the others, they will get messed up. I hope you guys found this video useful in some way. Give it a like if you did, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you guys later.